Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. If you're seeing it somewhere else, it's not correct. The stuff like the decks and the dice, I'm going to put that below. Of course, if you would like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your selection. Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Pisces? I'm going to put more cards out before I open my mouth. Ooh, okay, come on. Let this be what I think it's going to be. I'm excited now, but let's see. It's a little bit of a roller coaster. It is. A little bit. Let's just see what all this is about before. Okay, so the energy is starting to lift. You've already done a lot of healing. There's a lot that you've been doing. The energy is starting to lift. Okay, so this reading is valid for whenever you come to it, but I am kind of getting, we have some retrogrades that are lifting at this time, and they were in Pisces. Mercury, I think, is already lifted at this point, and Venus will be lifting very soon. In the sense of, like, instead of being retrograde, going direct, which is a positive energy, and I think they're both in Pisces at the moment. So that might be one of the reasons you're feeling that lift. If you're watching this at a different time, it doesn't matter. The energy is lifting is what we're starting with. You've done a lot of healing. Over the last couple months, you might have addressed some things in the sense of, like, it's not like you really wanted to, it just kind of, there it was. And I feel like some things were probably thrown right at you, and you just did your best with it, and you did well. Always remember to be kind to yourself. There's something with this where the idea of perfection or this standard that maybe you're holding yourself to may be unrealistic. Realize you have done well, and you probably have done better than you realize. Keep that in mind. It's time for the healing. When I get this card, what is it called? The Three Fates. You've done the work. And when I get what goes around comes around, you've done the healing. Now it's time for things to get better for you for a while. Things go in cycles. I feel like Pisces are more aware of this than maybe most signs. Not all signs, but most. Because I feel like we feel that, I'm saying this as a Pisces, where it gets heavy for a while, and then the energy lifts, and then it gets heavy for a while. It just, certain things go in cycles. And I feel like a lot of us kind of click into it, and we try to like, all right, this is just a cycle, this will pass. We also try to, like, make the good times last as long as we can. I feel like the older we get, the more we try to do that. We kind of like, yeah, it's going good for now. It won't last forever, but let's try to hold on to it as long as we can and make it the most of it. You're coming out of this energy where things feel stuck, and the Sun card's coming in. I have this weird feeling like there's a bittersweet moment coming. Things are balancing out in your favor. Things are coming in a good way. Even though things are going well, things are coming in a very good way. It does feel like there's kind of like this balance coming in. Things making technical sense more than emotional sense. I don't know how to say that. So it's kind of like, I feel like we're going from a place where it was kind of rough for a while, and it hits a high point, and then I feel like it's gonna kind of go into this area. Like if it was way down here, it goes way up here, and then it gets kind of levels out in a mid area, which I don't think is bad, but there's something about this bittersweet feeling. I haven't seen all the cards here yet, but it's kind of like you're going into a period of change. Ride the wave as long as you can, but it's almost like you've done the work, things are getting better, and now that things are getting better, a new change is presenting itself, which is good, but may feel like a lot. It may feel like a lot to deal with. An idea for that is to like try to cut it up into small pieces and do little bit by little bit. Because whatever it is, it's meant to be good, but it's a change. Sometimes change is difficult. It just kind of shows up. Taking it piece by piece where you can, where applicable, might just make it more palatable. It's weird because it's good, but I keep getting this bittersweet feeling with it. Like I keep getting... So what is this? The moon. Like a moment for you is coming in. But it's one of those things where something is changing. For some of you, this might be, maybe you're going into a new job or something like that. And for whatever the reason was you were leaving the last situation, it's good going into the new situation, but it's like, I got to learn a lot of stuff. I got to get to know new people. It's a good thing. I think this is why I'm getting that flavor of bittersweet. Like there's a change, and like I have to get to know new people. I have to know new processes. I have to rearrange my day in a different way because I'm going to a different spot now. Maybe my schedule is different. It's good, but it does feel like it's bittersweet. Like starting new in certain things is difficult, but at the same token, it's kind of like it's bringing in a fresher, better energy. It's good. I understand that it's good. And it's your card. The moon card is the Pisces card. It means things are going well. Things are going the way we need them to. It's a moment meant to empower you. But it can be overwhelming. And it's kind of like the high price here. The tempting offer. Oh, okay. Be careful not to shut yourself away and to not get too reclusive. Is that the word I want to use? Don't shut yourself off from people. Allow yourself to put yourself out there a little bit. If you can churn your energy in with other people, I don't think churn was the right word. Fold your energy in with other people and let things start coming together slowly. Whatever this is, it does seem like there's a new connection, some new people coming in. And I feel like for the people this is going to hit with, it's kind of like, oh, I got to get to know new people. What if they're not nice to me? What if this? What if that? I don't know if I really want to. I don't really know if I have the energy for it. Stuff like that might pop through your head. You don't have to like rebuild the wheel or whatever you say. You don't have to rebuild Rome in one day, but they're like saying, if you allow yourself to give it at least a chance, because it's kind of like the tempting offer, ironically, is just to lock myself away and to just not participate, to just keep avoiding things and to not mesh in. That's ultimately going to bring you unhappiness in the long run. It may seem like it's the thing to do in the beginning. Ultimately, though, it will not serve you. And it's one of those things where if you start it in that flavor, it may just like establish itself in that flavor. So they're saying it may be difficult, but put yourself out there. 7 of Cups, there's possibilities here, and the Hierophant. Allow yourself to give things a chance, but have your boundaries. When something looks good, I just keep getting like, I'm getting invited to things, and I'm just like, I'm nervous to go. I'm nervous for this. Or I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this, and I'm nervous about things. Show up. You don't have to stay forever, but like, I think they call it keeping up appearances in some versions. I don't think that's the right thing. But like, show up, participate a little. But it's like, if it's a party that's going to last 5 hours, hopefully it's not one of those things where expected to show up early and stay late. I wouldn't start that pattern. I would like show up an hour to 2 hours in, stay for like a half hour to an hour. Give yourself a goal. I'll stay for half an hour. I'll talk to a couple people. I'll say hello to 3 people. Maybe try to get a little conversation going, and just set little goals for yourself. It doesn't have to be you're there early and stay for the whole 5 hours and help clean up. Show up, be your helpful, beautiful self that you are, but like maybe make it like a half an hour to an hour. Maybe set the standard, let people know, oh, I do want to go. I have some other things I have some other responsibilities that day. You don't have to elaborate on your responsibilities usually. And then just show up, and then so that we already set that expectation. You're going to show up, hang out for a little bit, then you got to go to other things and everything is good. Something like that. Because this situation can feel overwhelming. The thing is, if you go the route of isolation, it just seems like you might stay isolated, and ultimately that's not going to make you happy. Take it with a grain of salt. Reading your for entertainment purposes only. You know how that goes. Okay. This is a good card, but they're saying if you go I'm going to do it by myself route, I'm going to keep to myself route, it just seems like it locks in fairly quickly, and it doesn't break. Keep that in mind. And I don't feel like that's how you want this to go from beginning to end. Take it with a grain of salt. If that's what you want, that's what you want. The other possibility here is to face what you don't like, face the anxiety. It does, excuse me. If you handle it that way, where you keep to yourself, it's not going to go well. Taking the initiative, it is stressful. We got the 10 of Swords, but it's like in the sense of like overcoming that 10 of Swords. Can we get a little more positive like understanding for that? That 10 of Swords is a brutal card. Yeah, you don't have to do everything. It's kind of like I'm addressing it. I'm going right for it. I'm going to get into... Doesn't mean you have to get like all the way... Like, I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like if you're helping somebody clean up their house. You don't have to be there for the whole process. But it's just like showing up and doing a little bit. Like I can be up there for half an hour, maybe an hour. I'll help you out, but then I got to go. It's kind of like I don't have to overinvest. And Pisces are very loyal. We do give a lot. I'm saying this as a Pisces. The thing is, you don't have to jump right into that. And it's almost like, I don't want to get that deep into this situation. Setting the boundary before you even show up, setting the expectation if possible, it'll make it easy. Powerful personal growth. And what's this other one? Time for change. These are the Oracle cards. They're saying you can do this. You can set this up. It's something about this where how it starts off, it seems to like, it's like setting the tempo for the song. And as long as you're at this situation, it's the same song. And if you set that tempo right in the beginning, which seems like a lot, but it's like whatever you want this to be, look long term, the long road, the long run, they're saying go with that. So if it's one of those things where I want to be involved, just not in everything, and I don't want it to consume my life, but I do want to be involved, go in that direction. This is something you definitely can do. As you're going into this, they're saying think about what you want it to be and handle it that way. Handle it like it's already that. Handle it the way you want it to be. Be careful that you don't block yourself off, because it just seems like I can't come back from it once I do that. And ultimately, I just feel like that makes it very lonely and very cold. There's a lot that goes on in this situation, but balance it correctly. Balance it correctly. Okay, I'm going to do some dice on this one too, because I feel like I got the same energy twice. It's technically not the same energy twice, but like nothing's going to fall apart. You can make good connections here. Whatever this is, there's a lot going on. You are Pisces. You can be elusive. You can be mysterious. That's a natural trait of Pisces. I'm saying he has a Pisces. You can be mysterious. You can be elusive. Sorry, I just realized that was quite bold. Maybe still. You don't have to be there from beginning to end. There's something I keep getting. I'm saying this as a Pisces because I've done this, where you get involved in things and maybe you're like, I want to help set up, I want to be there and be a support, and then I want to help break it down at the end so I can show my support and my loyalty. Something like that. To people, when Pisces cares about somebody and they feel that in return, I just feel like they're very helpful and they're very loyal. You don't have to overinvest in the situation. Look at your past situations, the ones that you don't like. Were you overinvested? How did that happen? how have you seen other people, that might be a thing. Have you seen other people not get that deep involved, and how did they do it? Are there ways for you to like edit that for you to do it realistically? For me, it's like one of those things where I force myself to not show up too early. I make myself wait. And then I set something else where I have to do something before. So I have to do something before it ends. So I have to leave. So I set up different responsibilities to where I don't let myself get there early, and then I make sure that there's a reason where I have to leave early because I have other things I have to do. It's just something that works for me. Maybe that'll work for you, because I feel like this could become a good thing. You can set the standard, you can have your connection, you can have it just enough so it works for you, but not so it's overwhelming your life, whatever this is. And I feel like I don't want this to become overwhelming, whatever this is. I want to have enough of it to where I'm enjoying it, but I want to be able to pull away from it to where it's not overwhelming me. All right. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.